myself. My name Eric. I'm Eric Gilliam. I'm with Defense 360. I do firearm training, and also I'm the co-founder of the community group, a mentoring program. Taavon.
So my name is Taavon. I'm the chief executive officer for the community group, and I run residential programs for young people.
I'm Coach Calvin Ford. As y'all know, Gervonta Davis, coach up in boxing, and the man Baltimore City.
Yeah, straight up. The biggest.
Hey, I got one disclaimer, Coach. So look, I don't know what else you've done in the course of the time, man, but between me and him, I might need you to be the cut man or the referee.
Okay.
So doing this, man, be the cut man or the referee, because we gonna go at it. I've been going at it since childhood.
Now they try to set me up. They do a birthday party for me, right? My 35th birthday party.
Okay.
At Ishmael Hall, man, his gym, and had me fighting on my birthday.
For his little brother. His little brother got back to all the bullying he did in his life.
They got her birthday, put that on.
Oh man, he just had some wild idea for a bunch of old guys. Come on there, go.
I've been trying to laugh your ass off.
That's video.
Hey, you won't laugh when you see the video.
Yeah, I gotta see that because I might fight you. Yo. Well, I mean, what made y'all come up with that concept?
Man, I love boxing. I love boxing.
Okay.
And Ish had the gym out Essex. And him and my wife got together and said, I think this would be a good party. So we come and everybody was in there. He was in there. Everybody just we weighed.
What size gloves y'all use?
I'm not sure, but everybody got on the scale by size, by weight class.
Y'all have on 12 ounces? He was in a real fight.
Hey, cool. But then he got me there watching, like, got my daughter watching, so you know I can't lose, right?
But what I learned from that is, I think our rounds was like a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I did minute rounds when I was fighting in the Masters, and they put 16-ounce gloves on, and you had to fight for a minute. That minute seemed like 5 minutes. Man, so when you know them guys in there fighting for 3 minutes, 12 rounds, man, I be like, yo, you gotta be in shape.
Absolutely. That's what I learned from it. And that encouraged me to get in shape. But before the cameras got on, we was talking, and you was talking about culture. What were you saying about you were saying about what you taught, how you speak?
Right now, we got the coaching part down for us, what we do with the fighters. But now we teaching coaches how to be coaches.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And you got different type of coaches because they upbringing. You know what I'm saying? You got street guys because they're better than street. You got the coaches that had finished school.
Right.
You got the coaches that's entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? So we try to find kids that fit with that coach. That personality fit. Yeah. Because that's very important, because some kids you can't scream and holler at. Some kids you have. Right. Because it's where they coming from, how they was raised and whatnot. So at the same time as we teach I try to tell them, yo, you can be telling the kids something. Is he comprehending what you tell him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we talking to him, he saying, but is he really listening?
Right.
So, that's the thing we doing with coaches. And, sometimes a kid ain't going to do what you're supposed to do when you want it, because different kids learn different. Some of them learn by saying, some of them learn by reading, some of them learn by physically, some of them learn by seeing, So you just have to figure out what niche will you deliver a message from that they're going to receive it and run with. You know what I'm saying? But that's my enjoyment there, watching the coaches grow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a time when I leave this world, can we keep the legacy keep running? And that's what we want to do. That's how you leave a legacy. It's what you started, they keep running with it and turn it into something else as they go along.
So this how I look at it. So I look at it like it's chapters to your life. I look at it like at Baltimore, CCO. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And you got CCO here. You let people know what that means.
Well, CCO came from my street upbringing. You know what I'm saying? No, but CCO came from my DJ days. I was a DJ. Yo, you really used to.
I'll stop at the Baltimore thing.
Yeah.
So, Coach, I'm gonna tell you. So, even though you got some DJ days, my man played the drums.
I played the drums. Yeah.
See, I learned stuff about you.
I rap.
You rap too.
That's my rap buddy right there.
See, I stay in the choir just until he playing with my boys.
Yeah. When the boys start cracking, he retired.
That's all right. Yeah. So I used to. I was one of we used to do mixtapes and stuff. And that was our hustle back in the days, you know what I'm saying? But I did a lot of stuff when I sit back and reflect, because you just started something, man.
I know.
I was a kickboxer, Yeah, I was had to kickbox up real heavy because when we was coming up in Baltimore, it wasn't just pick up the gun. You had to know how to use your hands.
Guards in there.
You had to use your hands, man. You had those people, like people. You see people there shoot at the block, but swing at you like that. Yeah, man. You had to know how to speed. Then you was known for letting your hands go. Like, oh yeah, that nigga can go. That's such.
Yeah, I had like the Napoleon complex, man. I was raised in a time where, my grandmother told me, don't let nobody play with you. And she locked the door and leave y'all there.
Put the lock the door.
Like, why did it happen? Why did it happen, man? Why is it, she was the meanest person we knew.
That was a good grandma.
Yeah, man. So my uncle told me, like, don't, even Eric being younger than me, my uncle told me, don't let people play with you. Be serious about it. Let them know you're willing to throw them hands whenever they play with you.
But they know he's serious.
Yeah, so whenever my little cousins, anybody else play with me, man, I would take them down with force. And so sometimes hurt them, but
it is what it is.
They learned the lesson behind it.
So you got the CCO, then you got Calvin, and then we got the coach.
Yeah, Calvin came from when I was working at Phillips School.
Absolutely.
And then, Joseph was like, yo, who this dude? People that knew. I said, yo, that's such. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't believe that I got the Europeans to trust me to be a manager at a company, did I?
And when I first
worked at every day and built the company from scratch all the way up.
Well,
yeah. Did you come home in '97?
Yeah. Came home in '97, man.
So when I first seen you came on, you had your sideburns lighting. You had the wood shoes.
Y'all used to do the wood shoes with my new coof. Hey, y'all set me up. Y'all set me up. Damn, I forgot all about that. I used to chew on the little wood stick and everybody said, yo, you know that little skinny guy with the chew stick in his mouth all the time. Yeah, man, but and then Coach Calvin Ford there.
Coach Calvin Ford.
Yeah, Coach the biggest coach in there. And
so the world. At what point did you know you would be here?
And it's all through my whole journey. It's not the thing that we know.
Yeah.
It's just the work we put in. I treat it like work all the time. Even when I was in the street, it was work. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was working with Phillips Ford, it was work. Get the job done. And in this situation, I treat it like work. Only time when I have fun doing this when I'm messing with the kids. Y'all got a chance to experience that. It's just fun with the kids. Going hang out with the kids, give them something to do, and at the same time, just watching. And their life can go left, it can go straight, or it can go right. You know what I'm saying? So with me, my partner, Coach Kenny, we was talking about. He said, "Cal, will never sit there and see a kid and say, oh, you're gonna be like this. You're gonna be like," because I've learned over the years, we never know what that kid is gonna go through for us. It could be in a two-parent family home, parents not getting along. That means the kids might not come back to the gym anymore. And I seen that happen. Kid like that, and because the parents not getting along, kid don't get to come to the gym no more. Another situation, the single parent, you know what I'm saying, can't get the kid to the gym all the time. So I just try to do my best for them and hope that kids stay in that ball to make it through that period of their life where they got a chance to either go left or right. Try to keep them in line where they can make the decision of what they want to do.
So for me, the program side of me, I see that you got another vision outside of what you got going on. Yeah. So when you think about kids, man, and of course that's my passion, right? So in thinking about helping kids, if you have an individual or young person, man, that just want to get like to the boxing gym and need some additional resources, what can we do different?
Well, you should have said that. B City. It's that's my real vision is to make a hub for the inner city kids. Because y'all don't know, I just got locked up and I'm still fighting the case. I didn't get locked up for what they said I did. I got locked up so my boy could see me, what's going inside. Say it again? My Lord let me see what's going on in jail.
My man.
You understand what I'm saying? Then that's how I took it. Because I was like, man, what the hell I do? And I've been fighting to stay out of prison.
What's crazy is we just was talking about expungement from the old
right. We're just trying to get rid of my stuff. Right? And we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. And when I got locked up, I couldn't believe it. And the police said, "This man, and this how much work
I done in Maryland."
Yeah, this how much work I really did in the city. The police didn't really want to lock me up, but the captain seen this, Mr. Ford, he got to do his job. We really don't want to lock you up because we know you ain't into stuff. You in here to try to change stuff. And when they locked me up and took me over to city jail, another kid that I met, he thought I was a CI. He said, "Yo, but they was treating you goddamn good. Mr. Ford, sit over here."
Right.
You know, he was looking at me and whatnot. Then he looked at me a little bit more and said, "Yo, that's Coach Calvin." Then when I walked through the doors and I was hearing guys I never know, "Yo, they locking up our coach. They locking up our coach." And when I asked, I said, "Yo, what I'm locked up for?" He said, "You got a warrant in Nevada." I said, "Nevada? That's Vegas." I said, "Man, I ain't never been to Nevada, but I work in Vegas all the time when we go to camp and whatnot." And some off the wall situation happened. You get what I'm saying? And it's a money grant. And I'm fighting it.
It's like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm fighting it. And I'm sitting there saying, "Yo, I ain't do nothing." But in the process of me going in, I see what's going on with Marilyn Mose.
Her and
Brand.
yeah, Mosby. Yeah, it is.
Marilyn Mose.
And
Everybody been getting on this woman, yo. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
you know,
She's seeing something that we didn't see. That's why she wasn't locking up.
she spoke on it. And she
And
stood
the
on
people
it.
hacking to her.
They tried to publicly.
They didn't publicly. They tried to
Lynch her.
them. They did.
Yeah.
And when I seen her, because she worked with her, I worked with one of her fighters. And man, when I sit there, I say, "Sis, I want to give you your flowers. I want to praise you because I seen what you was trying to stop.
Yeah.
Because the kids are sitting in the joint. It's a warehouse.
Yeah.
It's a warehouse.
The house out
Yeah,
there.
and you remember when we was coming up, it was a building, Bell's Mall in Baltimore.
They stopped it.
They saying that.
Keep them. They want to keep them in there.
And them guys,
That's
that's
money.
money. Kid, they family.
Yeah.
They were right wrong. They were
Right,
opening
right.
up business. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm seeing that they say, this is a money maker right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why young, when they pass that juvenile law there, for them to lock up them and watch it. But see a lot of bodies coming up to the jail. Trust me.
So it looked like you were on the edge of telling us everything happened for a reason.
Right. So I bet you pull me back around. The whole purpose is, man, to get to these inner city kids, man, and show them. Let's be real. The elephant in the room. You can't stop what's happening in the street, but we can change their way of thinking.
Absolutely.
We can teach them entrepreneur. We can teach them how to put their money in the bank, how to work on their credit, how to do certain things that the schools are not teaching.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because the way how I look at it, I was doing the same thing they was doing before I went in.
But that's our version of survival. Yeah. And people just don't
Say
know.
it again, bro.
That's our version of survival. People just don't understand it.
Say it again.
See, there you go with the spray kid cup, man. You ready?
No, I was
Hey, man, I'm ready to play. It's going to be so quick, man.
Nobody don't want to talk about it. Nobody want to talk about it. And I tell the youngers around on Pennsylvania Avenue, I said, keep your block clean. You know, y'all standing in front of this bill, try to buy this bill. Coach don't know how to. Oh, don't tell me that. I'm going to show you.
I think, I think a lot of people think that, us as people, man, that we're kind of, and I say this, lack of a better word, we're dumb, but I think we fall short because of ignorance. For me, I was taught a certain way. And I life it's just like politics, when you grow up, you're taught to vote a certain way.
Yep.
Until you get older, man, and you learn. So for our young people, man, I think it's an environmental thing. I live in a house. Mom is on social service. There's no man in the house. So that's what I'm used to. So people like you and, other people that's doing good work, show them differently. And we just got to figure out the form to be able to show them.
Well, the thing I'm saying, man, is all we got to do is come together, the ones that's putting in that work.
Absolutely.
And that's what this is about. All is doing the same thing. I was telling a friend of mine, as I say, the coaches are teaching us the same thing. It's just which one is going to listen and perform for that coach. You understand what I'm saying? Because what I learned, them kids will listen to you when they respect you and you telling them the truth and they see the truth, they'll change their way because they believe in it.
And you said something earlier, man, that a kid, you can't say a kid is oppositional. If I'm Coach Calvin, you let me yell and cuss at you. It's just a relationship. All right, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't work hard enough to build a relationship and find out if this kid got trauma or if this kid got some things on in their household. that don't allow them to trust people or don't allow them to be fussed at by somebody who they don't trust. Most kids have a spirit of discernment. They dislike you until they love you.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That's the reality of life for young people, man. For a long time, you know, I grew up without a father figure, so I challenged every man that was in my life.
It still do.
You know what I'm saying? Every man that came in my life, I challenged them, and I had a Napoleon complex, so I challenged them to the point where it was a physical. I felt like I could beat everybody. You know what I mean? And I became nurturing and protective over women.
See, with him, I put aggressive kids. Yeah.
Oh, I know the trick, but on my birthday is get them past the second round. Let's get them past the second round. He done.
Hey, coach, ask them what I did the first 2 rounds, though.
If they don't get you with that haymaker, you good.
The first 2 rounds was over, so I ain't have to go no more rounds.
So I know you on pretty much on anything got to do with a box, right? Extra 9 year olds, a lot of situation, right? A lot of people covering, and a lot of people see now.
Right. Hell to the grind. Yo, we gonna get this guy. He going deep.
And what I'm saying, what you doing? Why do you do this? What are you doing this? Why not everybody think?
I just realized that it's my calling, it's my cross in a sense. When I say that, you know what I'm saying? Like when Jesus had to carry this cross. It's a lot of times I said, yo, you can leave, you can do what you want. I said, you had the same dream. One today the kids got the same dream. I said, but the difference what I'm doing, I'm gonna help push their dream. You know what I'm saying? If I leave right there, a lot of kids gonna be hurt. So I stick it out. Man, so I can see somebody come take my place. And I know what y'all has done. So right now, what y'all ain't done. So I gotta stand in the trenches.
And the reason why I asked you that because a lot of people see the benefit in that. They see the reward.
Yeah.
I seen when, it's not easy. It take a lot of, it's like a journey, a struggling journey.
I lost my home.
That's what I asked you.
My kids, I'm just getting familiar with my kids. I'm just, I just get familiar with my kids. It hurts, but at the same time, they proud of me because they remember my past. They hear the stories, but they meet people that know me, and they said, man, your father came all the way. And when people see Tank winning, they should know I'm proud of that dude.
And yeah, it's old he hates that rush stress. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Where did your love for boxing come from?
Well, Warren Boydley, he was a boxer, and my man Gary, them two, and Reggie Groves. Really, Reggie got me involved. He still going about. Yeah, Reggie's still doing life sentences like now.
He doing like double.
He doing triple life. We thought they was gonna run his life sentences together, but they did.
That was
my fly close. That was the one that really talked to him and said, man, you see me on the bag, punching the bag. Well, then he said, yo, you should fight when you get home. I said, nigga, we ain't coming home no time soon.
So people don't know that he fought Tyson.
Yeah, he fought Tyson.
What year, 81?
Yeah, 81. Daddy had Tyson.
He came out. He both came out bombing.
Yeah. Tyson. He woke Tyson out.
He came out.
Tyson.
You could tell he didn't fear. He didn't have no fear.
Reggie was different.
Baltimore knew, right?
Yeah, Reggie. And that's funny, man, because Reggie was known that he was known putting his hands on somebody. And he fought Tyson and whatnot. And that's the one that really sparked me. It said you should box. And then when I came home, my nephew and my son, I bought my first house. I was in the basement. I put a bag in the basement. And my cousin Cliff.
So you didn't start boxing until you came home?
No, I used to kickbox.
Okay.
That was my favorite. Warren and all of them used to box and whatnot. So when I got home,
Warren and Mac Lewis.
Yeah, Warren and Mac Lewis. So it was always fighters around us when we was coming up and whatnot. But the funny thing was when my nephew and my son was hitting the bag, I'm looking at him like, yo, you taught them anything? I said they need to be in the gym. So Marvin McDowell had Books Before Hooks, had his program, the first one in the city, really working with the inner city kids, and they was making some good. They had a nice squad together, and I was living on East Baltimore, so I had to come from East Baltimore back over to West Baltimore. But I work over West Baltimore, go all the way home from East to come all the way back. I said, man, that's murder. And then Mr. Fitzgerald, they had a program at her run that Mayor O'Malley wanted to put a boxing gym at all the recreation center. Reggie Gross had won the belt. I mean, not Reggie. Hassan Brackman. Yeah, that was one of his first albums. Yeah.
It's a 2000.
He won this title, then he got caught up in the streets in Baltimore, and he had to leave. And that's what got me on. That's what changed my life. That point.
2000?
Yeah. That's how I got the axe to start working in the recreation center and start training kids. Let's tell y'all Fitzgerald. And every time I see Hassan, I say, Hassan, thanks, man. He said, yo, you always say that. I said, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been where I'm at. Because it was supposed to be him to actually, you know, start the gyms up and stuff, because he had won the world championship. And every time I see him, I always think.
So it's almost like it had two sides to it. It's like you helping change and save the kids, the children life, but also they help save.
They definitely helped. Guess what? I could have been right back out there doing my thing. No ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts. But I learned. I took that same passion, what I would have had doing what I'm doing. That's what we do, right?
So, coming from, let's go back to DJ, right? Working at Phillips, you know, being incarcerated. Right now, you consider yourself to be well-known, kind of powerful guy, and it has its pros and its cons, right? Because sometimes people come after you wrongfully.
Oh, I do. Right now, I'm going to court for something.
Yeah, so I'm hearing that, man. So,
Yeah.
what do we do with this power, man? What do we do with the power, and how do we eliminate the barriers, people that so-called hate or
What I learned, what I learned, how I deal with it, just be yourself. Just be yourself, because you got to remember, I was a street guy too.
Right.
I was getting money then. You had the same fashions then. It was saying, so when I look at my street life and look how I'm living now, it prepared me for now. You understand what I'm saying? Because you could get caught up into this. And now what I'm learning now, you can't get caught up in the lights, cameras, and action. Because that's gone with snacks. I understand what I'm here for. I'm here to change these kids' lives. And if this going to be the vehicle to put them in a situation where we can make moves to change some things, this is it.
Hey, you know, I could say this, man. And this is our first time like having an introduction, but I've heard a lot, man, and I like the fact that everything about you is natural. Like you seem genuinely like about your business. You want to help the kids. There's nothing about you Hollywood at this point, man. You know what I mean? So
If you know me, that's it, Glenn Calvin, the same way all the time.
I just need you mentor this, bro. You know what I mean? This mentor him first. You can handle him and all the other kids.
No, man, I've been knowing Earth years, man. Looking at his life,
Oh, man.
looking at his life, I salute him, man. Because everything that he said, Shucks, we drive, like, that's why we so close.
Yeah.
When he called me, I jumped.
Yeah.
Because I know what type of dude he is. He's a serious dude.
Absolutely. Hey, we'll talk about him later. I'm gonna call you. We'll talk about. I tell you some stories, man.
Yeah, but it's mutual, and like I've really seen, like even the kids. I know they see how he talk about them when the camera is up, but even when the kid's not there, I've seen him with the same. Look, listen, we just left. I'm glad we went to the gym yesterday and the day just before we did this.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of you bring a lot of fire and energy into that, right? Use it up, and like you speak and with the same energy when they there and when they not there. And when nobody around, he's still on that same fire follow you about it, you know. But I do want to ask you, when we was there the other day, bro was there with the cameras. I got some guys, you was doing a U-turn, right? And some guys jumped out with some guns and start chasing somebody right in front of the gym, right in the head of the gym. How is that like the state? Is that like is that kind of the reality, or what is the reality, right?
That isn't my biggest thing is, and so far so good, you know, knock on wood that nothing ain't go wrong. We had one incident that they stopped making off around the gym, but
Why? Yeah, this is
it didn't happen that day.
Yeah,
But and usually we have all the kids outside, so far so good that they expect her.
yeah.
You know, they've been respecting the areas and everybody come through there. And, you know, even with Ellen, I said, yo, come on, man. Y'all see what we doing here. And brothers be like, you're right, coach. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it used to be.
Right.
You know, when we was coming up, man, a kid didn't even get the thing of the nigga hustling, kids didn't even know it. Joe Bro, that was his job. Remember, they used to keep it quiet from the kid. Now it's just like it's wide open. It's not even taboo no more. You know, how a person get this money and whatnot. And the thing was, you know, they looked out for the youth and made sure that if you wasn't a street kid, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
you wouldn't be in the mix.
Yeah.
If you was a street kid, of course, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it occurred. Like I got kids in the gym, 1 feet in the gym, 1 feet out. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, yo, don't bring that nonsense here. I said, yo, let me explain something to you. You can't be half in and half out. You can't serve two masters. If you want to do this, you got to do this because you get jammed up out there and niggas serious about you and you in here, look how many lives you put in the jeopardy.
Now, how hard?
Right, we had Chase the Dream, yeah, right.
How hard is that? Like, you know, the streets and boxing always had a relationship.
They do have a relationship. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, how hard is that?
It's hard, man.
Like, is it like a tug of war? Is it like a,
You hear me how it sound like, yo, I try because I can't tell a kid to not feed his family. I can't
without
tell you.
without
So I know for me, coach, I could see that boxing could be a means to cope, but scenario based, man, when you think about how we help an individual, as I said before, man, there's a young man that want to be in the gym, but gotta be in the streets.
We gotta find those resources.
So from a programmatic standpoint, let's say right now, if we had to create some programming, we're gonna apply for some funds to make this work. You know what I mean? Then,
but that's the key.
how about that?
What I learned, we have to be creative on them guys. Because Skip said, you know, you're in the streets. When you're in the streets, people have to really evaluate what type of money they make.
Right.
Because I had a kid, he was in the streets. I said, yo, go get a job. He said, Coach White, and I broke it down for him because you know how we was in Phillips. We did cost management. Yeah. Skip said we break everything down and evaluate it. And I said this in there, once you learn how to do that, you'll see it. And once you see it, you said, I go get a job. I'm making the same money if I'm standing on the corner. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
And now I'm taking the risk. What's your risk factor? I ain't got to worry about nobody sticking me up. I ain't got to worry about no police running down on me. You know what I'm saying? I punch the clock. I do what I'm supposed to do. It's not too much risk to that.
Absolutely.
And I'm making the same money.
I think it's more immediate gratification though.
It is. That's why I say you have to separate which ones want to be street guys and which ones that want to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to be, because I felt victim of that when I came home.
Yeah.
When I was working at Phillips. I got your point. Said, I made all this money. Woo, I'm taking the trash out, washing pots and pans. I almost walked off the job.
Yeah.
I walked back in the job. The girl said, I was reading your resume. You're a baker. I said, yeah. And the manager came in and said, yo, make some. I made some. He said, it don't belongs there. Send me up to commissary.
And then,
My life changed.
Yeah.
God was testing me.
So you had invited me to Maryland Lapis. Y'all had some fights up there.
Yeah.
And I think all of your fighters win that. I think
That was at we did our first show, and Miss Nikki calls like my sister.
Okay.
And she did our first promotional. You know what I'm saying?
That was at Cop.
That was at Cop. And yes,
But I'm talking all live casino.
oh, we had fighters at like
Casino. And when I wanted, you had a guy there, Ernie Hall.
Uh-huh.
And then like I seen him fight. He fought a good fight that day. 2 weeks later, I seen him on Murder Inc. Like, how's you that affect? Like, how did it
fact, he was family member too.
Wow.
It hurt, man, because he was making a big difference, man. He made good fun. The funny thing about it, when I found out he was my family, he was my cousin, he's over East Palm in a small gym doing the exact same thing I was going. And he fought at Maryland Live and had a draw. And I wanted him to win that belt because he wanted to win the belt to set up at this gym.
Mm.
And he just went out to go get something from the store and get on the phone. Got killed.
Got shot.
That quick. You know, so it hurts. It still hurts. His gym is still there. You know, they struggle to try, to keep the pieces together. Because, you know, when you lose a king, you know what I'm saying? And you haven't trained nobody to take your place. And that's what I talk about, training coaching.
Absolutely.
So if something happened to you,
That's the power of a team.
you know what I'm saying? Something happened to you, it'll still run.
That's the thing that I think Calvin. That's the thing that I think CO,
Yeah.
Calvin, and Coach had to come
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. Bill?
You work with teams at every level.
Yeah, and I had to so I could understand the trials and tribulation everybody going through, and that's what we do. You want to understand the business. You want to understand. So I tell the kid, I ain't gonna do something you ain't gonna do. So when I tell somebody to do something, they say, Coach already did it. He ain't gonna let you do something if they ain't do it already. You know what I'm saying? Because then if I know if I could do it, you should maybe do it better than me because you're younger than me. You're stronger than me. You know what I'm saying? And I've put that in their head. When they get that, I say, yo, you don't know how great you are until you put your mind to it. And run with it.
Do you feel, your team, y'all the biggest team in the world right now. Y'all pretty much can bring out every state,
Our grind is pure and real.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, no glamour, none of that. It's real. It's real. When I'm speaking from the heart, from my journey.
Yeah.
My journey is real, and it's not even over. I ain't hit the clips of it, because if I did, I wouldn't be here. You know, when y'all look at Tank seeing so much death around there. He's seeing Mayor Kenny drilling these kids, talking to them, and bam, they gone. So that woke him up like, yo, and
What you saying? Gone like
they did. 6 feet gone, man. One bit like he said there, doing an interview, gone.
that's the
So I
reality.
know that when I talk to him, do not let their names go in vain, because you're hidden forever.
Right.
Because they wanted to do the same thing, but they had I call it shortcuts.
Mm-hmm.
They had their shortcuts. It's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? But that was the only thing they knew at that time. But if they would took the sacrifice, you never know where they would have been at. But I look at it, I say, them things happen to them so we can learn from the lessons to make us strong.
I seen you at the gym yesterday. You told a kid, you said, no, shoot with these. Yeah, shoot with these.
Yeah.
So if you had to put a caliber on it, what caliber would it be?
It depends what he punching with. He might have a 9, he might have a shotgun. Then they got, what's that goddamn gun that spray everything? A switch. Yeah,
Lock switch.
a switch.
Yeah.
And some kids, we seen some switches in there today.
Yeah. Do you think that the environment, do you think this, because right now, you speak with so much excitement. Like I heard you say that, you said, I want a champion in every weight class.
Yeah, I do.
And they better, listen to that. Because you ain't lead us wrong yet. Right now, we got this the biggest team in the world. That's
what I learned,
that's for real.
they're capable of doing anything they put their mind to it. Tank used to say this, it ain't me by myself. It's just sometimes people get their head, get in their ear and swam to think the grass is greener on the upside. That's what makes y'all so tight. Because y'all stick what? Together. We go through our ups and our downs together. We're going to make it together. Sometime ain't time for a person to make it land. It might be later down at when everybody had did that, what they supposed to do. But everybody had their own time of being great.
We can build off each other's strengths.
And we're going to continue work. We got the mentoring program.
I see that. Yeah, but
we got to continue.
Look. When I came here, man, I was like, dang. I said, listen, man, this is the place to be. And like I said, listen, when guys are doing the same work and start working together and building that circle together, start putting on, guess what's going to happen? They start seeing the work that we're doing, guess what's going to happen? Everybody else going to jump in. It's going to be, because everybody like winners. So this what we doing now is trying to shake up the world. We got to do something together for a change. I was sitting with this Chinese guy right there, and he said to me, he said, man, y'all culture is different. I said, what you talking about? He said, man, we follow every culture follow everything that y'all do.
He said, we mean black culture?
Yeah, black culture.
We trendsetters, we just don't use it.
That's what he said to. He said, man, when y'all get something, y'all run with it. He said, the biggest problem that y'all got, y'all can't come together. When I heard that, I was hurt.
I was hurt. It's called group economics.
I was hurt. He said, y'all don't know how powerful that is if y'all came together. He said, if y'all came together in numbers, y'all are unstoppable.
That's an old school conversation, man.
See, he said they brought children up here. This from a Chinese dude. And he said, man, I just love, same thing we said here. He said, yo, listen, you talk. I feel your energy. But he said that, man, it just brought chills to me, man. I just sit there and say, man, yo, I know what I'm trying to do. They're on my circle. It's the circle.
What do the state, like, y'all winning, being the champions of the world, what difference or impact do you think they had on Baltimore?
Oh, it had a lot, man. They had a lot because it gave kids hope. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, because people and parents that know me, that know Tank, and that first they said, yo, they got it from the mud. And I'm trying, whenever you out here and be taught, I say, ain't nobody give us that. We work hard for it. Baltimore used to be a blue-collar city. We used to have industry here. They took the industry out, then they just got the streets. But we still working hard. Am I right, bro?
Right. So
when I'm trying to sit there and say, we don't lay down. I hear people from out of different town, different places say, yo, them Baltimore niggas, they different. So that's a fact right there. So if we different, how different we are of coming together and making something, a change in the city. That's what it is. Like when I talk to straight guys, I say, y'all don't know how much power y'all have. And it's not on the bad dude, just coming together.
Right.
Just coming together and figuring out how we can come together to actually show them that we can control the city. And people don't want to talk like that. They think that's some gang stuff. No, it's not no gang stuff. It's just coming together to actually make a change, to do some positive things in the city. If we start getting the guys that know how to do certain things and start showing these young how to take, when I was coming up, my uncle used to say, yo, where your money at? What you do with this? What you do with that? You get the saying? And we couldn't just spend money and waste our money on frivolous things. We had to show what we're doing with it.
Right.
So then when you sit there and look at it, you know, it's a lot of programs that I'm sitting up there talking to certain people. They giving the houses away. When Schaefer was in pocket, he knew all the niggas as the players in the streets. And when something went wrong in the streets, he went straight to him and talked to him. That was a white man. You know what I'm saying? And money was getting made. But we didn't have all these vacant homes. People was living, people was working. Everything was going good. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm trying to say it, they started programs to get people to buy the houses for certain prices. You get what I'm saying? But it's just us that can go in these streets and talk to these youngins to help them to change their life, man, because they want to do right. They want to do right. They want to do right. They just don't know how to. They want this woo-woo-woo, but that's the only thing they know. It's the only thing they see. But if you sit there and show a kid how to fish, he don't know how to eat. And once he know how to eat, he gonna sit there and say, I'm doing this with my money. I'm doing that with my money. Then we're gonna start saying what? A changed person. He gonna start, his way of thinking ain't gonna be there because he's gonna start valuing life.
We teach one another means to survive.
And that's why I look on every Saturday by us to do.
Yeah.
Every Saturday we have a different successful person, either they entrepreneur or somebody with a career, and they come and just show them. They speak for like a half hour to an hour and speak to all our children. Shit, you know, different entrepreneurs. They get to see millionaires. Like back when we was young, you didn't get somebody that right. You only get to see somebody paid $2 million, $3 million.
Yeah. And
they got to see him and
he's speaking to you.
Yeah.
And then you start Googling him.
Absolutely.
Them phones. Find out they lay you on the person.
And then we pay them with certain mentorship and they have like a genuine connection. Yeah. We'll end up paying them.
And then guess what? You would change that kid life.
Absolutely. Ever been? That's what we will
change that kid's life, man.
That's what we've been doing.
That's the mission.
All right. So I got 3 questions.
Come on, man. I'm enjoying myself.
Hold on. It ain't about just your 3 questions.
And after that, you would say what you want.
No, it ain't just about your 3 questions.
I got 3 questions.
I'm gonna give you one.
Okay. Go for it.
No, I'm gonna let you get your one.
All right, give me one. What advice would coach give the CEO?
That's a good one.
Damn,
that's a good one. That's tough.
What?
CCO.
Don't regret nothing that you went through. Because there's a reason why you went through it.
So he been speaking that as he been talking, right?
It's consistent.
So it looked like everything you've been saying revolve around your testament and how you appreciate or you think positive about everything.
I read the Quran and I read the Bible. I read all types of scriptures. And one that always make me stick to this is when God say in Genesis, it was darkness first. It's a fact. It was darkness for me. Yes. Listen to this. I'm giving this to y'all. Go in a dark room with the light off. Just walk in there. You're going to feel fear. You're going to be trying to figure out where you at, even though you know the room. But it's still going to be some fear there. But once you shine the light on it, what happens? It become good. That's everything. When you facing your darkest moment, shine that light on it. Because it's going to become good. Darkness is not bad. It's good. Because it's grooming you who you want to be. That fear, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That thing of being in the unknown. And every time we're trying to do something, we get that little feeling of being in the darkness until we shine some light on it. When that light come on, and that light is the thought that we bring to the darkness. And then when that light shine on it, man, we see everything. And he said, the darkness is what? Good. Wow. So when we see the bad things that happen to you, and you're going through things, accept for what is work and turn it into good.
I liked it.
Man, that's what he said.
So I know we talked about a lot of things that include like a testament. We talked about the journey. So I guess what's the last, and I don't want to say the last, what in terms of this journey for yourself, man, if you had to say finale for your legacy, you feel like you are
Trying to build a pyramid there, man.
you've done everything, build a pyramid.
The pyramid is just to eat with something for our youth. If they say, yo, we running off of Calvert, what you call it, model.
Okay, the model.
The model.
So you want to set the blueprint.
Yeah.
So the blueprint, yeah. For future promoters, future boxers, lifestyle.
Anything. You ever say anything that you do is the work you put in. You hear what I say? The work you put in.
That's you.
If you put the work in, you will get something from the work.
This one thing that I told you when we got back in touch with each other, right? Every time we bump back into each other, we feel each other in on what's going on.
What's going
there,
right.
Right. And
I find that funny, like, we don't see each other for a while, but it's
we like you back, and then we update each other.
Yeah.
And I remember when I seen you at the Tesco flea market, and I was just up there and said, man, I got the trucks now.
Yeah.
And I got into real estate.
Yeah.
And then you was like, the same fire, 10, 15 years strong at the time. Now it's like 25 or like 26 years. But the same excitement wasn't no championship belt. Nothing. It was just kids in the gym.
Yeah.
I don't want to say just because you seen them. You always had it was kids and you in the gym, right? And you said it. You was at Botanical Flea Market, and you said, yeah, man, we got these fighters, the fighters that we know that I seen you seen us training. Floyd like one of the fighters.
Yeah.
Floyd like one. I think we got something going here. And in my mind, I was concerned. Then I said, he won't let go. You know what I mean?
And I understand.
I was concerned right now, but I'm glad I never said. I was happy that because I was getting ready to say, like, man, maybe you want I help you with these trucks.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I didn't. I bit my tongue.
Well,
Because not even 4 or 5 months later, y'all was on TV, but lit out.
Yeah. Well, when I look at it, and everybody think, man, Floyd be beefing. I don't beef for Floyd because he been through lanes I never been to. He been through situations I never been to. It. But I grew up different from him. Actually. And I try to explain to him that youngin grew up different from you. And he want the same thing that you had, but he want to get it his own. You know what I'm saying? He want to have his own path. And Floyd does things that we call you shouldn't do in our world. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm signed to you and you my boys, I even bring such and they not on the team. So when my youngest see stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? He's questioning your loyalty to him.
Especially if they're comparing to the type of loyalty
Right.
showed them.
Right. So when he see that, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I remember him and Devin Haney was online fussing. And Floyd never raised Devin Haney.
That's what I
Dad took him another place because he understood Floyd because of his actions.
Right.
Because he was brought up a different way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But Floyd means well, but at the same time, he don't know how other people growth is. You know what I'm saying? So when I sit there and look at Tank trying to accomplish the same thing he accomplished. Because he's been under his tutor too. Listen to some of his conversations. You get what I'm saying? So at the same time, he have his vision in his mind of what he want to do because he grown there. They say, yo, how you adapt from a kid to a young man to a man? I said, I look at myself, I went through the same thing. When my opener used to tell me, yo, stop doing this, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I still wanted to do things my way. That was my way of learning my lesson. But then when I sit back and reflect, I said, Dad, they should tell me the same thing. So sometimes you got to let them grow and go through that transition so they can learn the do's and the don'ts. You know, sometimes
He's testing it. Like,
you tell them, if you listen to Tank and said, Coach, don't beat you up. He will tell you what he got to say. So at least I can say, I told you.
Right.
And I'm hoping when I tell you something, you listen. So you got something to reflect on. So when you get into a situation, you'll understand how to deal with it. You know, so again, that's love.
I'm gonna leave a CCO out of this. The last CCO.
Okay.
Right. But what do Coach? What did he learn from CCO?
What did he learn from CCO? He learned a lot from CCO. Except CCO,
We still hold. It's some things that I still hold.
I can't lose it because that was my DNA. That was my DNA from coming from being a law boy, learning how to maneuver in the streets. Almost lost my life a couple of times. Went to jail. Could have went to jail forever.
Yep.
Came back home. CCO was just like Moses.
Mm-hmm.
No Moses.
Mm-hmm.
So the trials and tribulations that CCO went through, it built him to become what he's supposed to become. You get what I'm saying? You was just I get, you know, so I can't scratch CCO because that was the DNA
that made you who you are.
Yeah, to make me Calvin Ford now. Coach Calvin Ford. You know, because the way our city is dealing with the youth, you got to be able to be relatable. That's all.
And most times expect a testament.
Yeah, expect it. So when they see I went through the same thing that they went through, it's more for them to open up to talk to about things.
A coach is like a mentor. Coach, that's like that for all of
They were the first mentors.
Yeah,
Coach, that's like that. Coach is like the counselor.
Yeah, he's everything. He's everything, especially when you got a kid believing in you. And somebody asked me, how did you know what Tank was going to come a champion? And in my head, I hear Tank as the adult. I hear Tank as the kid saying to me, believe in me, coach. And when he told me that, it's still right here.
That's a fact.
It's still right here, like, yo, believe in him.
I've been telling you that for the longest time, yo. Still don't believe in me.
But that's real when you got people around you that and sees something in you that you sometimes you can't see yourself, but that's important to be around people like that.
Because when you sit there and see that, you see their energy and their drive. They got belief, the hopes too. You got to nurture that, push it out though.
Yeah, it's tough though. Y'all raised because y'all got girls in there boxing too, right? How do you date a girl from your team? Because I was at Copman. If you were at the fight at Copman,
You see,
she knocked the girl out.
Riri.
Like how you supposed to date a girl like that?
Riri was tough, bro. Riri, yeah, yo.
And she knocked the girl out.
Yo, Riri. I had girls from the amateurs that used to fight Riri and sit there and say, yo, how is she so strong? Because what she went through, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's her way of releasing that pain.
It's a coping. It's a good stress reliever. Now Baltimore got a few different gyms. Do every fighter from Baltimore? Is it a different formula in every gym?
We all do the same thing. Again, Like I said, coaches, I'm different. And the only one I could say that had that same mindset is Warren Fortney from Rebel Mac Lewis. You know what I'm saying? And he older than yeah, he older than this was my lecture. Oh yeah, that's your OG. That's my OG. That's a fact. Having Chris Burrow, Chris was my uncle. Warren was like my second. He was the main uncle. Warren was the main uncle. And when I sit back and look at them two and watching Warren training his guys, they coming. And when we work, he always say, "What's up, young fella? What we got on the deck?" You know what I'm saying? And he let me be me. Because he trusts me, because he trusts when I was in the world, you know what I'm saying? And he got youngins coming. So what I'm trying to do is, since I'm at that level, man, is pull any kid that have that tutoring with their coach, that relationship with their coach, and get it to that method.
Do you still refer back to the big homie for some advice? Hey, now
I always go to them. They bought me some books. They say I had to, because the way how things going there. Way I think I'm on a different level of their way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So the way I've been thinking in the past, I had to change and come up with their way of thinking and certain philosophy that they'll read from and that they'll study it from to see, so I can see what's going on. Because in this realm that I am, I call them the heads that be. You know what I'm saying? They've been making billions of dollars for years. I'm just a new person on the block. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to understand my limitations.
Okay.
You understand? So I had to understand what I can do or what I can't do, because you could get put in a situation that you don't want to be in.
So your language,
Yeah, too. So right. Because it's serious. It's just like the streets. So they're more different. Their rules, they govern a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know how we govern out there. Their rules, man, you could be in a situation, don't even know you're in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Time you look out, you don't know who followed the street. You hide a situation.
Absolutely.
Because they, if they feel as though you're a threat to what they got going on, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't comply. Or how about that? They say, we got to move him out the way because we can't control what we need to control. You know what I'm saying? That will happen. So you have to just be mindful, to know what waters you could tread through.
So, Coach, I know we took up a lot of your time.
Man,
I really like the dialogue, man. I can say for me, man, and they got this saying where they want to make sure they give people their flowers and show them their appreciation.
that, man.
So we want to show you, we want to let you know, man, we appreciate everything you're doing, your vision, everything you intend to do. We look forward to supporting it.
I just want y'all to run with me, man. Man, look, guess what? Because the Moses went with his people.
Yeah.
Y'all about people.
Yeah.
So again, as us from the east to the west and the south, we need to find guys that's on the same vision that we are having, and get together and start spotlighting the guys and get that message out to the kids that seek help.
Man, I'm hoping that we can put this interaction, man, in front of some people who, because what I got from it, just sitting here, man, is that, there's some down days, man, but it's like I always say, making lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah.
And it seemed like that's what you've been doing, man. It's like
for a long time.
All the bad things, the sour days, man, you took it and made something out of it, made it a learning experience for yourself.
And so I'm still learning. Again, I'm at the upper level there. And at that upper level, man, it's secret doors, it's dark doors in there. I got no clue.
Hey, just don't close no doors, right?
No, close it. But again, they say my sincerity to the fighters. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd was doing it. He talk about the fighters that get the lion's share of the money. You know what I'm saying? The boxing is changing, from his era to this era. And these kids are like microwave babies. That brought that fame and that glory overnight. Put it in the microwave and it's done. Doesn't work like that. That's why Tank is so different. He's different. He understands. But it's time to get that lab that we got to cook up something, man.
Yeah. So at one time, see, y'all as a recipe, Right, it's a recipe. Y'all, I believe in 3 P's: people, process, produce. Y'all got the people. We just seen. We was at the gym. We just see the people. You see it. I seen the process. I seen different processes happening at the same time, and then y'all producing. Y'all.
Well, I've been talking to brothers just like us. They see my vision. They want to help. Usually I stay in my little bubble, but I've been coming out of my bubble. Like dad with the gym. This whole says, I've been back as the coach. I've been at the gym late. I said, I can't stay in the gym to help y'all. I got to go out. I got to go out and find them other soldiers that believe in us and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than me. And it's bigger than me.
It's a self.
And the way how this game is changing, the only one that can change it is us. And when I meant by us, to show the world what we are doing in this town. But everybody take a look at this town differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm using boxing to get the people behind us so I can show them the real thing of what I need to be doing. Because if I figure that I can make a world champion, I can make a great citizen here.
Absolutely.
That's
big. Hey, man, I look forward to it. I look forward to being a part of it.
And then we take a kid and we see the works that he putting in and see, no, he came from this circle right here. He came from this school of thought.
What can you tell people? I know we definitely commend you on. I know you're trying to get a bus. You tell. I don't want to tell people that if you tell everybody.
If y'all go to my Instagram, I'm trying to raise a bus because we got a lot of kids that's inner city kids that never been nowhere. And when I look at Truck Malik Tank, because we took the traveling to the nationals to such place, we let them see the world, and it gave them an outlook that is bigger than Baltimore. And that's important. Then it gives us a chance to take the kids from their parents and let them see the individual. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to see the individual, parents have to understand, if you had a kid all the way up until he turned 9, 10, you gave him a lot. If you've really been working with the kid, you gave him a lot to be able to go places, spend time, you know what I'm saying, and put him with the right people. Y'all always hear my speech. You get the right kid and put him around the right people, that kid gonna go to your boat.
It's a fact. And that's why I take a lot of it, because he don't get all of it from you. Maybe he get the next part of it from you.
That's what I mean. If you're in the gym with us, you hear a lot of coaches talk to a lot of kids about different situations. That's all that's in their ear, but it's the same circle. Get what I'm saying? Somebody can, like, dang, I just told you that, but he tell you he listens. So when I see stuff like that, yo, don't say too much. Let him talk to him.
Yeah.
Say relate to him.
Yeah.
What's strategy?
And hey, look, I said, you still the coach, but let him talk because he can get in his ear. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you talk to him. What you need him to get him to do.
Right.
And once you do that, it's like bad cop, good cop. Because sometimes it gets like this. The kid hear you, but it's doing this. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to take somebody else to come around to whisper the same thing that you're trying to get them to hear. Do it. The main goal is to get them to what? Do it.
Absolutely.
That's
No matter how it's done, right?
So we get that kid to get him to do what we see it's being done. We all winning. We all win because we seeing our work that we put in this kid, the time, the effort, and everything we put. But it takes different levels because all this is on different levels. You might have something I don't have.
Absolutely.
You might have something that both of us don't have. But it's all this working together. If all is working together, man, we all agree.
That's a fact.
You got boxing gloves in your car?
Hey, I do it.
You just missed it. I
man.
I do it.
We small real.
Hey, man, yo, I do it. No,
Look, we talk about what gun it'll be. I'm a single 50. I'm a single 50. I got hit him one time.
I'm not the dangerous, yo.
Hey, no, I'm a single 50. I'm gonna hit him with a single 50, man.
Yo, everybody go ahead.
Going. Single action 50 cals.
I still want to see that tape, though.
I'm gonna show you. That's
crazy.
That's
How many times you watched just that, man?
I watch at least like 3 times a year.
Yeah,
every time.
You get a laugh every time,
man. That's a different type of that bring tears out.
Yeah, but I know when you see it, you see something different every time.
I see something different, and I remember that inspired me. It started working out.
Okay.
It inspired me, but it showed me how like we really ain't ready for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stay in shape, y'all. Gotta stay there. Another kid.
How often you work out?
Every day.
Listen. See, I know everybody want to be the champion, a boxer, but the heart failure is big. Heart failure, like number one, number two cause of death.
Yeah.
All of them kids, I mean, first of all, it's the psychological heart. You gotta have heart to go take them hits.
Yeah.
That heart is built. You building up strength from that heart, but also the organ.
Yeah.
Man, these kids might have some strong.
Well, if you watch those kids that athletic ability, man, they live long.
It's a fact. I'm saying they tend to hold this going at that level too.
What I learned from while I work out, I can't. If I'm not in shape, what makes you think the fighter will be in shape?
Everything he did, look, he told him, he like, hey, do this. He was like, and the kid, he did everything that he told him to do. He do this. He do it. He ain't just saying do this. He
You watching? I'm working on the kid. Like, go fight
Everything.
with the kid, and they be looking. They be like, "Yo, Coach, can it be 60, man? 60." Yeah, and I was in the gym, and I was getting ready for a fight myself, and one of the coaches said this, "Yo, we should have documented that, yo, because you did everything that you told the fighter to do."
Yeah, he do. I swear.
Yo, I was going to the gym getting my ass whooped by my best amateurs. And the kitty was in their ear. Y'all being nice to him. They was fucking me up. And sometimes I just go sit in the chair like, yo, why the hell I'm doing this shit?
Hey, hold on. I got one for you though. What does a sparring partner make?
Huh?
Is it a pay for sparring partners?
No, ain't no picture.
I want to sign them up.
Well, no, he trying to see.
I want to sign them up.
Yo, I have for free. But y'all was filming today.
Yeah,
I had one of my best kids in there sniffing, right?
That one that went like 10 rounds.
And he was mad, wasn't he? And I was sending niggas at him. I was running Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah.
When at the edge of the dragon,
Ain't even
Bruce Lee was beating up everybody. Hung was like, get him. I was sending different fighters at him, right?
It didn't phase him, man.
Man, he kept fighting.
Yeah.
He
He
kept
talking
fighting.
trash. He talking to them and talking trash back
He
then.
did 3 7-minute rounds.
Yo, so
With
first
different fighters.
is a strong. He definitely got to have a strong body, but the mindset, because he ain't letting you get in his head.
That's different.
I was talking shit to him. Yo, go to his body. Do this, do that. He said, yeah, all right. What you tell him to do? And he'll do it to them before they did it to me.
So look what he did. Look at that. He talking about, yeah, kick his tail, man. Beat his tail. Then when he get out the ring, be like, man, I love you, man. I love you. I love you, man. That's good, man.
That's the way it happened to me. Yeah.
No, but man, when you see these kids perform for you, man, you can't have nothing but respect.
Yeah, you did.
Because man, it's hollow.
Especially from the place that they come from.
How do a kid just show up? They got to sign up. How do this a kid? So
You come to the gym. We used to have a wait list, so I let my coach Steve is like my brothers. Steve and Coach Hunt, they run the 2 amateur program. And Josh run the 5, 6, 7-year-old class. And Steve run the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hunt runs 17 and up. When they're bad kitty, they're with the pros and whatnot.
So they just come and sign
They
up
just
right
come
now?
in,
Come and
they
sign up?
evaluate.
Okay.
They sit down and ask them, so
Anybody can get in.
no, because a lot of parents break kids for different reasons. And I'll be trying to tell them, you can't do that.
So not a babysitter quite.
Yeah, no, you can't do that because when you get ahead, you can't come ahead. Usually the mothers don't get the chance to sit in there. But they've been able for so long, they be like, I tell the mother, if I see you ahead hugging your son, I'm going to put you out the gym. I said, I need them women, just them gutter women, like, nigga, like your grandmother shut the door.
Yeah, I need them grandma.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
And they be laughing at it. They be like, oh, you better go in there and holler at your coach.
That's real.
And they tell the kid, you gonna get me put out.
Mm-hmm.
Because they like being in there watching, you know what I'm saying? So it's good, so again, that's all it takes, that's all it takes. And I try to flood the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So they can give me a bigger gym, give me what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then I can put all the systems in the what we need. Because again, the boxing is the web. But the thing is, I need them to go to certain classes. Like we sit there kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
They need to go to the classes because them talks like we have in the head
Mm-hmm.
will spark a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then he might not just come for the boxing. He might just come to the class just for to come around. That's it.
Yeah.
And just be around because that kid might be talented at doing something inside of the circle that he had talent to do. Like we got one kid, she a A student. She will come back. I know she will be a great lawyer. She will be something special. She will be so cool.
How much is there a fee associated with it?
No, we don't. We only charge the 17 and up, and we only charge them 120 for a year.
So it looked like the promotion need to be whoever watching this, and there may be a grand opportunity to support
Definitely.
a young person that want to box or donate money to get this bus.
Get the bus. Put the bus going. Man, I can't tell you.
So what we got to do? How we got to do it? It's on your website.
It's on my website, and one thing I have a nonprofit. It's called Rise Inc. You hit my link and it show y'all to donate for the bus. Usually gonna share that, right? And then I revamped my deck because I was trying to buy a Atari. We dropped the ball on it. Well, we didn't drop the ball. They was really trying to hold it back for me. But again, I think my Lord gonna give me something better. You know, he just want me to make sure I get the right people around me, the right team around me, or where they good at doing different things. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we're on that level. It's something that I miss before he grant me the land. Like folks.
Yeah.
It's something that I miss.
Some preparation.
It's that commanding. I ain't get that commanded yet. So once I get that, I think everything will fall in place, and that's where the pyramid gonna come in place. So
some piece of the
think, yeah, I think once all that comes in, so it's just different things that gotta happen, you know. But I think that bus is cool. That's gonna wake the city up.
So hopefully after we get the bus, we can talk about taking some cats, putting them in a hotel, let them stay different places.
Well, that's the whole idea. We got a plan. When y'all hear my whole plan, all we do, you won't see it. We will actually put it on YouTube. You won't see
We will see it on
You know what? His plans. Listen, that's what I'm saying. When he say I'm gonna have a champion in every weight class, he did it with Jay, did it with Tank, right? But also, he said, what is that he said? Oh man, thought went blank.
You don't know. We had over 40 average champions. Average champions came out of Baltimore. National champions. Who y'all this game? State champions. Regional champions came out that year.
Stuff that people don't hear about. You know what I mean? You need to make that more public.
Yeah. You know, so again, you'll see it. When I put up there, you're gonna see it. We put something together to really show you the work that Up the Boxers been doing it for years. And salute the guys that went to jail, the 6 feet under, as entrepreneurs, they're school teachers now. We had a lot of fighters that came on our gym is doing all types of stuff, you know. So I'm happy that I have this opportunity to live this type of life.
Yeah, and you doing like if there's anything to get paid for doing what you love, like you really love this. Because I see you do this and not get I seen it with the same zeal, with the same zeal.
It's still like that. I don't trip off it. Check said, man, if I give him $1 million, you know where that money going at? Back to the kids. Because I would tell me somebody that took a Brinks truck to the graveyard. So hell, word to you, man, enjoy life. Even the guy that was the founder of Apple and all the rich guys, they said the same thing. Yeah. They said all the money they made, all the stuff they did, they wish they would have had their health.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
They said they wish they would have had their health, not the money.
That's a fact.
I was listening to a joke, and it was a bunch of ugly people. And God said, I would give all y'all one wish. He said, we wish that we be pre-created living. So one guy kept laughing. He kept laughing. He just kept laughing every time they asked for the same wish. And then when he got to him, God asked, he said, why you was always laughing when I grant them their wish? He said, I wait for you to ask me what I want. He said, make all of them ugly again. God!
Oh man. That's crazy.
So you understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Y'all get it?
Yeah, I get it.
So bad.
Hey man, look, I love it, man. Look, I wouldn't mind a continuation and figure out how to again, man. I just want to
We make things happen, and give people updates.
Right. That's the next conversation is an update.
Where we at?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it. The update. Where we at?
Yeah. All right.
And I got some other ideas too.
Yeah. Because I definitely like it, man. Like I said, one of my things is youth services, and it's hopefully that.
Well, we're gonna
Yeah.
let's say this will put it together.
This is what we said. Frederick, this is one of our favorite quotes that we model our program off of. Frederick Douglass. He said, "It's easier to raise a healthy child than to repair a broken man." Yeah, so that's why we focus on youth like that.
That's where I am.
Yeah.
Because that's the difference. And to tell you the truth, that saying the youth is our future,
Yeah.
that's real.
Understated, right?
That's real. Now, when they say that, I said, yo, because we get old, can't run, or who will run for us? And we didn't actually teach them anything. This is what we will get. I just hear old heads, man, them youngers don't be listening. Or what you do to try to get them to listen? You only need one. So if I get one, you get one, that's three. He get one, that's five.
And see. Yeah.
So we're going. If you got any final word that we did say direct them out.
Now I'm blessed.
Hey man, I can just say, I'm appreciating Coach for coming through. You know, the time is limited, man. We actually went over the time we suggested.
You know, because it was
Natural hour.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. We all got the same mission out there, and it's good when we all come together and talk about it.
Hopefully we can create a template, man, that goes throughout Baltimore that gives people an understanding of how important it is to cultivate relationships and work together. And not just be. Think a lot of times people compete, man, and that's why they worry about what the dollar somebody else made, opposed to how they get impact or change.
Let me tell you what's so strong about me and Coach Kenny, it's a relationship. We told each other we'll never let the dollar get involved with our business. Our main objective is the kids.
And that's real.
Now we understand, if he's doing bad at home, my job is to make sure he good. If I'm doing bad, his job is to make sure I'm good.
Absolutely.
It's because the basic thing that our Lord tells us we got to have is food, shelter, and life. So if you got that and you good and you ain't stressing, we what? We good.
You build off of that.
You can do anything because you have the strength to keep on going.
That's what's real. That's real. That money ain't real.
No,
Any relationship just based off that money made, that ain't real.
come on, man. So relationships long. Look at me in your relationship.
At 27,
Right.
27 years.
And people that see us two together, they go like, y'all remember the ladies kick it all the time. They get, but you get the same? Right. So that's what it's all about. I just got to do proper.
Yeah.
Yo, brother.
Yeah, you can handle it for real. Yeah. You can handle it.
He got you.
I ain't even talking to him at his name. You can have it.
Yo, he had to laugh about this shit.
I'm done with you. I don't even know you.
But
Hey, he ain't gonna be done till I box him up after this all over. We're gonna get an audience carry. You know, back in the day, all that grandma used to tell her, you don't need no audience, just take them in the bag from the fight them and come out. Don't tell nobody what happened.
to tell you the truth, you get better result that way.
Yeah, man. So
You get an audience.
he ain't gonna pay the policy, I'm gonna close him out.
He gonna come out here and say, man, I noticed y'all been getting along real good.
Yeah. I saw him need me tight. I ain't tighten him up.
Yeah, I used to call him whipping and on him. I can call, hey, grandma, hey.
I'm still traumatized.
I didn't have to show up. I just call her.
He was the baby boy.
Yeah. Everything he say.
Man, one time he called and said, I scared him. Talking about ghosts.
Yeah.
I got to beat him before his mama got on the phone.
Yeah, don't tell me
My
about
man, he was a crybaby, man. I got to beat him.
But look where y'all at together.
Man.
that. God good.
Hey, he was in my spot. You do it, take a break.
Hey, Cal, God good.
Yeah.
Our mentoring program, right? We grew up in the same neighborhood, right?
I heard his story. And right now, he lit me up when he started talking to me. I said, man, you would never think he a geek.
Yeah.
Hold on, hey, Cal. So look, I know he ain't on camera, right? But I got a story. I wish I could show you a picture of him, man.
Boy, he can. And
That's how many jobs. That's how many jobs he had in his life.
how many jobs he had?
I still got a picture.
You serious?
I still got a picture from his first job.
for himself.
Yes.
Yeah, first
I
job.
heard his
Man.
story, man. I heard his
Never
story.
smoked, never drank, never been a
Yes, I heard his story.
Yeah,
I was
around all
he
this.
sounds just like Coach Henry.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard his story, man, and all the stuff that he into. I see, man, I want to hang around here. So something happened, rub off on me.
Yeah.
See, age ain't got nothing to do with it.
And all of this is not even about the money. All of this here. Yeah, it all
42. You heard that?
I'll be 42 in December.
Yeah, younger than bro. Yeah, younger than me. But that our mentoring program, we built it in the same neighborhood we came from because we know what our community.
But that's
is. We know what we needed.
That's what I'm talking about.
We the guys that we know what needed.
Right.
In our
If
life.
anybody trying to change things, the only person going to change it is us.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Not politicians, not the police, not the mayor. It's us.
Yeah.
And when we start getting communities to start coming together, explaining, because what we are missing is the same thing in all the same communities.
So something, one time you remember what you said a long time ago, you ain't call it a community, you call it a community.
Yeah.
The community built around the men within the community.
Taking their rightful places.
Yeah.
That's a program.
And that's what this is. Men that take their rightful places, using that testimony.
Exactly what it is. You just got to find them.
That's the men.
And you see what they
Let's get into community. When it say community, we put men right there. You know, put the men in.
We got a lot of strong brothers in Baltimore. It's just getting all the strong brothers together.
Hey, but if there's anybody can do it, is you. We in. I'm gonna make a commitment right now. You know what I mean? We making a commitment. We want to stay link up and doing what we got to do for our commitment.
Well, whoever listen to this video and get to see it, if you're a strong brother and you see this video, get in touch with these brothers so we can come together, it's a fact, and make ourselves even stronger. Because we got a big fight in front of us, and the storm is coming. The only one who will be able to deal with the storm is us.
Absolutely, that's the way to write.